Good morning, good morning, good morning again, everyone. Welcome to today's second episode of Spilling Tea, which I was not expecting to do. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we are going back to the JD versus AH case because I really did not want to wait till my weekend to go ahead and report on this newest update, which apparently happened while I was sleeping because I go to bed at a stupid early time during the day. Gotta love call center hours, right? But anyway, newest update, folks. The Nameless one is ordered to turn over cell phone to Johnny Depp in $50 million war. Actor believes device will prove she faked black eye photos. My question is, if we already have proof that they have been edited, why does anyone believe at this point? But it's still a win, folks, and I don't think anybody's surprised. So let's go ahead and read it here. This is from Radar, and you are going to find a link to this report right there in the description box. This came out yesterday, November the 4th, 2021. So Johnny Depp scored a major victory in his never-ending war with ex-wife, the Nameless one, with a judge ordering the actress to hand over her personal cell phone for inspection. By the way, Radar, this idea that it is some personal war or vendetta, it's getting old, okay? It's getting old. Do you still buy it? My God, are you like the people who support the JRC? I can't see, I can't hear, la 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 la. God. Ugh, I'm surrounded by idiots. Anyways, sorry. Moving on. According to page 6, the decision was made as part of Depp's $50 million lawsuit against the Nameless one in Virginia. He brought the case accusing her of violating the NDA they signed as part of their divorce settlement. Oh, for the love of God, it's a defamation case. Get your facts straight. Does nobody research anything anymore? Ugh. Moving on. Heard wrote a 2018, you idiots. God. Op-ed in the Washington Post that described domestic abuse she experienced without naming Depp. She didn't experience shit. He didn't do a damn thing to her. At worst, he's guilty of A, falling in love with the wrong person, and B, accidentally headbutting her when trying to get up from being in a bathroom he locked himself into to get away from her. He said the article was clearly about him. She used the word husband. As far as I know, she's only had one. Just saying. The actor pointed out the Nameless one previously publicly accused him of physically assaulting her in 2015. God, I wish I could edit. During their 2016 split, she released a photo showing two black eyes, a broken nose, and a busted lip. Is that what you call that? Really, Radar? Really? I'll say again, I've been around hospitals my entire life. My mom has worked in the healthcare field literally longer than the Nameless one has even been alive. And you really expect me, to buy that photo shows two black eyes, a broken nose, and a busted lip? Okay, let me educate you folks. Two black eyes would be completely swollen and nearly shut. A broken nose would be crooked like this. Her photos show no swelling, what looks like shadows around her eyes, and what looks like dried and picked to death dried lips. Her nose is perfectly straight. There's a little redness around it, but my God, that can literally be anything. I can get a red nose like that from walking outside right now because it's cold. If I were to go outside right now and take a photo of myself after being out there for 2 minutes, it would look like that her nose did in that photo. Just saying. Depp believes she faked her injuries and doctored the photos with her friends. And might I say, as someone who has a degree in graphic arts, that is the worst editing I have ever seen in my entire life. Obviously, her and her friends do not know how to utilize Photoshop very well. I'm just saying. Just saying is all. The Nameless One's counsel has repeatedly used phony photographs at deposition, Depp's lawyer told the court. He claims the LAPD officers who arrived to Depp and the Nameless One's house noted that they saw no visible injuries on the actress. And it also shows on those freaking police cams. The Nameless One and her friends then fabricated the photos that she used to obtain an ex parte TRO and a $7 million divorce settlement, with the Nameless One testified in London she gave to the ACLU, or more scandally, to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, sick children with cancer, the actor's lawyer wrote. These are facts, folks. I hate to tell you, but they're facts. Actually, I don't. I really don't. My God, does nobody do research anymore? Yeah, and by the way, the fact that she fabricated those photos so badly and you all still buy it? This generation, I don't know. I don't know. I worry about y'all. I do. In docs, Depp's attorney says the LAPD disavowed the photographs, claiming they did not show what they observed when they arrived at the scene. The judge presiding over the case was swayed by Depp's argument and ordered her to hand over the device. Oh my God, really? Really? You're going to say that she was just swayed? I think a former Marine knows bullshit and fabrication when she sees it. Coming from a family full of veterans, I'm just saying. Just saying. One of these days, I really am going to get my mom on this channel. Just seeing her go over this and looking at the photos and everything, it's going to be hilarious. The actor allowed to use an expert to look at the photos and determine if any tampering took place, which has been proven, by the way. Radar Media, in case you didn't know. This is why neurodiverse cannot trust the media, folks. The decision is a huge win for Depp, who has been on a losing streak for years. Is that what you call it, considering so far he has won every single argument in Virginia since last year? Losing streak, is it? Really? Last year, he lost his massive suit against the Sun in the UK. At least you got that right. He sued after they labeled him a wife beater in an article. Because, you journalists can't seem to understand the concept of, fact checking your sources before you publish shit. My God, I only needed to deal with the JRC case for the last 14 years to know that shit. The judge presiding over the case found the article was substantially true and found many of the domestic incidents had occurred despite his denials. Now, see, the UK judge basically took her word for it and discounted all his hard evidence. There are no medical documents documenting her injuries, not to mention the fact everyone who works in a hospital, a state position for mental issues, any of that, all of us, Even as a mentor to mentor program participant, we're all mandated reporters, see? So if she had come in there with the injuries that she said she had, guess what? They would have had to report suspicion of abuse. Charges would have been pushed, whether she agreed with them or not. That is how it works. None of this happened. And guess what? That traveling nurse, also a mandated reporter. If she suspected abuse, where's the paperwork? Where's the documents? Okay? God. His denial's my ass. Try his evidence. Yes, I'm a little wound up. You'll have to forgive the obscenities. All right, folks. So that is the news in regards to the most recent coming from this case. Of course, they're still trying to say his denials as opposed to the evidence. Because God forbid journalists in this decade do their goddamn due diligence. We have them still doubling down and supporting her on, like, literally everything with no evidence, none to back it up. But guess what? This will just go to prove even further that those photos were doctored. Again, the worst doctoring of photos I have ever seen. My God. Just awful. Awful. I hope she never tries her hand in graphic design. She would flunk out of the class. But, sorry, I'm still trying to wrap my head around how people can actually believe those images. Pick up a freaking medical textbook once in a while. Or even, I don't know, go on Google, type in images of black eyes, broken noses, and split lips. Pull up the images side of it and take a look at what those actually look like, and you will realize just how bad of a job they did in editing those photos. Just, it's awful. It's god awful. I'm not over it. I'm not over it. Obviously. I don't want her to be good at it, granted, but you get what I'm saying here. How anybody can believe this crap is beyond me. People just don't have critical thinking skills anymore, do they? Certainly, it doesn't look like journalism has evolved any in the last 14 years. That's for damn sure. It's only gotten worse and doubled down on stupid. But the good news is, let's get to the positive side. She does have to hand over those devices, and it's going to be very interesting to see what's on them. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video this morning. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So folks, please don't forget to hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning, and as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.